Hey, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to another What a Vegan Eats in honor of Vegan MoFo. It is September 5th, but this video is all about September 4th, the fourth video in this series. I did not make a video yesterday because I wasn't feeling so well, so my apologies for that. I'm going to be doing two today. You'll see the second one for September 5th tomorrow. I also, because I wasn't feeling well yesterday, I actually didn't make any food for myself, so here's a little summary of what I ate. Started off the day with some Teechia cereal. It's an instant cereal that you can pour hot or cold water into. It was a blueberry date flavor, and it had oats, and it had dates and blueberries and chia seeds in it. It was really nice, mellow, not too sweet. Great way to start off the day. Then I had some leftovers from the previous day. That carrot cilantro soup that I made was phenomenal cold. Oftentimes I find with soups the flavors are even better the following day, so I really liked it, and I was thankful to have it because I wasn't in the mood to make more food. Then I gave myself a treat for dinner. I got some takeout pizza from one of my favorite places in Los Angeles called Fresh Brothers. They make killer vegan pizzas in general, especially their gluten-free pizzas. Actually, their deep dish pizza, so good, but I try to avoid the gluten. I mostly avoid gluten, so I go for the gluten-free pizza most of the time. And I topped it with daya, and then I used three ingredients that I heard that some of you do not like, and that was black olives, mushrooms, and onions. I have to be honest, I don't understand what it is about those. I love those ingredients. I think they're phenomenal on pizza especially. I pretty much like them in everything. So here's a little tip for you. If you're not a fan of some of those ingredients, maybe you should try the variety. There's all different types of olives, for example. There's black olives, green olives, Kalamata olives, so many olives. I'm not that into olives. And I can understand why some of them aren't very preferable by some people. I tend to just like the straight up black olives, and the others I'm not so much a fan of. And then when it comes to mushrooms, there are so many different varieties of mushrooms. I personally absolutely love white mushrooms, and I like the little gray cremini mushrooms. I'm sometimes on the fence about portobello mushrooms and shiitake mushrooms like I talked about in the other video. So it really depends, and it also depends on how they're cooked. I find that when they're cooked just right, they taste really good, or when they're in another flavor like garlic, or maybe have a little bit of oil, salt on them or something, super delicious. Same with onions. There are different types of onions. There's red onions, white onions, yellow onions, all types. That's just the beginning of it. So try different varieties before you decide not to have one ingredient at all. And also, of course, as I've talked about in other videos, try them cooked different ways. So you might like them raw, you might like them cooked, you might like them fried, you might like them baked, you might like them seasoned a certain way, you might like them paired with some ingredient over another one. There's some great resources online that you can find that'll tell you about what's best to pair with what ingredient. And I personally think that practically anything tastes good on pizza. If it weren't for this MoFo thing, I might have gotten pineapple on that, or artichoke hearts. Some restaurants put pumpkin on their pizza, and eggplant, which I love. I mean, I'm very adventurous with foods, and come on, you got tomato sauce, bread, cheese, and then you throw on some other ingredients, and it's almost bound to taste amazing every single time. And to top off the night, I treated myself with some organic dark chocolate peanut butter cups from Justin's. I love those. And the great thing is you can find them in almost any store now. All these major chains are carrying them. They're usually $2 or less, a little on the pricey side, but when I want like a quick sweet chocolate peanut butter treat, that's usually what I go for. Although those are very easy to make yourself. If I wasn't having such a low energy day like I was yesterday, I probably would have just made them. I mean, it's honestly just melting some a chocolate bar, getting some sort of mold. I've done them in ice cube trays before, and putting in some peanut butter and then covering up with more chocolate and freezing it. That's it. And there are all different ways that you can do it, but that's like the simplest way that anybody could do, and it's often a lot less expensive, and you can control the amount of sugar that you put in and the amount of peanut butter. I personally like lots of peanut butter in my peanut butter cups. So that was what I had yesterday. I'm sorry that there was no corresponding recipe, but you know how it is. Some days it's just not a cooking day. But today I have, I don't actually know which recipe I'm going to do tonight for dinner. but I'm really excited to share it, and I had a great lunch, so I'll be telling you all about that in the next video, which should be up by tomorrow morning. And I found some really fantastic recipes online that I'm modifying a little bit to go with along with some of the ingredients that I've heard that you guys don't like, and I hope that I can help introduce you to different ways of trying them, and maybe you can change your mind. Remember to always be open, have variety in your diet, and don't rule something out until you've had it enough times to really know that you don't like it. And if you don't like it, totally cool. But I say focus on the positive, focus on the things you don't like, and just tell people you don't prefer certain foods. The reason I say that is because I think it's important to not make it acceptable. I find that it's almost too acceptable right now for people not to like foods. You notice this a lot with kids. Oh, I don't like that, that's gross. And we don't realize how much of an influence we have over other people, whether it be kids, whether it be friends, family members, partners, anyone in your life. When you say you don't like something, you're almost giving that other person permission not to like it too. And I find that if we put a positive spin on it, I don't prefer that, but I like this instead, you know, and kind of like take the energy away from what you don't like and put it on what you do like. It's reminding people that we should have variety in our diet, and we should enjoy foods and try different things and explore and have fun with it. And that's where you're really going to get the most enjoyment out of your food. You're also going to get the nutritional benefits. There are people out there who never eat fruits and vegetables. They focus on grains, and they focus on, you know, processed grains a lot of times, focus on the meat and the dairy and the sugars and the salts and the oil, and they're not understanding the value of all this incredible nutrient-rich food. We wonder why we have an epidemic of people in poor health, right? So make a difference in your life and make a difference in people's around you, and expand your palate anytime you have the opportunity. Thanks so much for watching. As always, you can find more information at ecovegangal.com and follow me on the social media networks. Give this video some thumbs up if you like it. Leave some comments below. Tell me about olives, onions, and mushrooms. Do you like them? Have you tried them enough to develop that opinion? Are there certain varieties that you like? Have you completely given up? I want to hear all of it. Any recipes that you particularly love with those, and more requests for ingredients. We've got many more weeks to go with this vegan MoFo trend, so stay tuned. I hope to make some recipes that expand your palate and your mind, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe so you're the first to know when I have new videos like this. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.